Understanding gross metering for rooftop solar systems. Thinking about installing solar panels on your rooftop. Then you have likely come across the terms gross metering and net metering. Both are billing mechanisms that impact how you'll be compensated for the solar energy you generate. But what exactly is gross metering? Let's break it down. What is gross metering? In gross metering, your solar system operates completely separately from your home's electricity consumption. Here is how it works. All the energy your solar panels generate gets fed directly into the electricity grid. A separate meter, called a gross meter, tracks the total amount of electricity you export. You don't directly use the solar energy you produce. You continue to purchase electricity from the grid at the retail rate for your consumption. At the end of a billing period, you receive compensation for the electricity you exported to the grid at a fixed rate called the feed-in tariff, FIT. Key points to remember. The FIT is typically lower than the retail rate you pay for electricity. You essentially become a mini power plant, selling your solar energy to the grid but still relying on them for your own needs. Is gross metering right for you? Net metering, where you get a credit on your electricity bill for the solar energy you export, is generally a more financially attractive option for residential solar systems. This is because you offset your electricity use with the solar energy you produce, potentially reducing your overall electricity bill significantly. However, gross metering might be a better fit for specific scenarios. Large solar installations, commercial buildings or institutions with extensive rooftops that generate far more electricity than they consume can benefit from gross metering. The excess energy produced can be sold to the grid at the FIT, even if the FIT is lower than the retail rate. Situations with high FIT rates, in some regions, the feed-in tariff offered by the electricity provider might be closer to the retail electricity rate. In these cases, gross metering can be a viable option, especially if the local net metering program has limitations, like capped credit rollover or restrictions on system size. Before you decide, it's crucial to compare the FIT rate in your area with the retail electricity rate. Carefully consider your expected energy consumption and solar energy production to determine which metering option offers the best financial return on your solar investment. Consulting with a local solar installer familiar with the regulations and pricing in your area can be extremely helpful in making this decision.